and stuff in hand. So let's get started and stuff here. Beautiful. So from problem to funnel in 45 minutes, right? We essentially have about 45 minutes to kind of get you in, get you out of here, and get some sort of work built into this. So you guys didn't come here today for a presentation, right? You came here because you guys want to grow. A lot of you guys, whether it's business, whether it's growing your group, whether it's growing your team, whether it's growing your rev share organization, or whatever it might be, whatever structure that you're in at the end of the day, you guys came here to grow, right? And so, like, how do we do that? And that's the part that we really want to lean in here today. So before we actually touch a single prompt, right, I want to ground us in something. Like today, you're not just going to be learning a tactic, right? You are building a vehicle that will pay you back for years if you actually like lean into this. And so that's where we're going to talk about building out these funnels at this point in time. Because if you're looking to build a group, a team, an organization, the key is about adding value to other people. If you have a hard time adding value to other people, it's going to be an uphill battle, and you're going to be basically crossing your fingers, hoping and praying at this point in time. So that's the first step. And the second part, when we talk about growing, right? First, we have to add value to people. But second is that we need to make sure, right, that it's a duplicatable process. And that's what happens a lot of times that we don't always get at the end of the day is like you have great success 1 month, second month, this and that. And then we don't duplicate that. And that's a problem in a lot of agents' businesses across the country. So why are you really here, right? Like take a look, just pause, like take a second, right? Everybody here is in this room has different goals on paper, right? So this is where all of you guys are going to build out a different system by the end of today. But if I peel it back, almost all of you want the same three things, right? You guys want more leads coming in instead of you chasing them. I don't care if that's for actual buyers and sellers. I don't care if that's for agents. The process is the same. We need more leads coming in. And two, we want more freedom in our calendar. Would you agree? Like if you agree with that, put yes in the chat box, right? Because here's the thing, and this is where we've been leading into like Funnel Pilot and stuff like that, which is generating 2 to 6 registered buyer leads a day, even when agents get busy, even when agents have a lot on their plate, even when agents have medical issues and stuff come up. It starts creating some consistency. But here's the thing. What if you didn't have to depend on somebody else? What if you could just come and create different funnels for all of these different avenues of business? And that's what I want you guys to leave here with. And third is, you know, a bigger life outside of business, right? So once we create some freedom, now, like we go back, we spend some more time on your health, on your wealth, on your personal growth and stuff like that. And that's where it really starts coming together at the end of the day of all three of these. So keep that in front of you for this entire hour, and everything that we build here, you should be able to take this, duplicate this. We are recording this. I'm going to give you guys the actual prompts, and then you guys can come back and watch the YouTube and stuff after it's done downloading and stuff here. All right. So here we go, right?
Unlock your power phone.
We don't need Jeff's sidebar conversations and stuff over here. But here's the thing. Here is what nobody talks about when you're talking about growth. Here's what nobody tells you about growth, right? As you do not grow by taking, you grow by giving, right? Adding value, like helping other people out. And I like am the biggest advocate of this. My coaches, my trainers, etc. Like give so much away for free that it is a disservice for other people not to do more business with you at this point in time, right? give so much away for free that it is a goddamn disservice that more people don't want to join your group, your team, your organization, your company, whatever that is at the end of the day. And nobody tells you about that, right? We were born in this kind of hustle and this hustle type mentality, like, oh, let's go, 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 go. And then you, that's how I used to be, right? This bull in a china shop. And I would hit my goal around and there was this wake of destruction sitting behind me because I didn't care about everybody else's feelings and stuff like that, or other people's businesses. There is more than enough business for everybody. You guys have to find your target and who you guys want to be growing with at the end of the day. So every agent crushing it right now has one thing in common. They add value before they ever ask for anything. A funnel is not a trick to extract leads. A funnel is the most efficient vehicle ever invented to put your best thinking, your best frameworks, your best help in front of people who actually need it at scale while you sleep. That is the purpose of building out a funnel. Now, when you give first, three things happen. One, people trust you more. That is the first part, right? And people do business with others that they know, like, and trust. So people trust you more. Second is referrals start showing up without you chasing them. And then your business compounds because your reputation compounds as well. So today, we are not building a marketing trick. We are building a vehicle to give your best self, to be able to give your best self at scale. And this is how we're going to teach all of you guys here to grow today, because it's working better than anything else I've ever tested in my entire career at this point in time. All right, so what you're going to walk out of here with today, right? Here's exactly what you're going to walk out of here with. A validated, painful problem your target agent has today. Like, that is the key, because the topic of this was, how do you grow a group? How do you grow a team? How do you attract other agents to work with you in this process? So that's what we're going to focus on. But keep in mind, this same process, you can do this for business. You can do this for this. You can take these same prompts and make a few adjustments for more sellers, more this, more that. But I want you guys to have a lead magnet idea worth $50 to $100, right? A headline, bullet points, and a CTA. Somebody in the chat box tell me, what does CTA stand for? Call to action. There you go, my man, Cisco. Thank you. A one-page funnel draft that you can paste straight into Lovable, right? And then you can connect that to whether it's Go High Level, whether it's a Google Doc, and then you transfer that, right? Like, we're not going to be able to build out the entire system, but we are going to get you the framework for how to start this. No theory, just build mode only right now. And if you came here to take notes and not ship, then you're in the wrong room, because I want you guys to actually build this out side by side with me here today. So that way you guys get everything that you came for. So here's the thing. Most agents build funnels for problems that they think exist. Winners build funnels out of problems that they know exist. So this is where we can use AI and things to start scraping the internet, Reddit, Facebook, chat groups, all of these different things. You can start having it do a lot of the data and research, so that way you guys don't have to do it at the end of the day. YouTube, Amazon reviews, etc. So there are 5 prompts that I'm going to give you guys today that pull intel in the matter of minutes. And I tested this, and I'm going to show you guys my back end of actually going through this process and what the finished product looks like as well. Because before I teach anything to anybody else, I have to test it. I have to know that it actually works at this point in time. So we're not guessing here today, right? We're listening to what your target agents, what your target audience is already saying out there. And so here's the 5-step path of how we do this. This is a map for the next 25 minutes, right? We're going to go through 5 prompts in this exact order, and each one builds on the last. So skip one and the whole thing breaks at the end of the day. So first, we have to find the problem. We have to find the pain in your customer's own words. That's the first part. Second part is that we have to have a lead magnet idea, right? And we turn the pain into an irresistible free offer at the end of the day. Third is we have to write the hook, right? We write the headline that stops them from scrolling through. The fourth one is that we benefit the bullets, right? 3 bullets that make it impossible to ignore. And then the fifth one is a 1-page funnel, the full landing page, the full draft. So the ground rule is before we run a prompt, right, we're going to pick one target agent, whether it be rookie, luxury, investor, team leader, a particular range of volume or production. You're going to pick one actual target that you want. If your target is everyone, your funnel converts no one at the end of the day, right? Don't think like, oh, I want everybody. No, you don't want everybody. Everybody is not a good fit for you at the end of the day. But this will only take about 10 seconds. So start thinking about this, right? Who do you want to target? Is it a team member? Is it a new agent that you can coach and train? Is it somebody that's doing between 1 and 2 million? Is it somebody in the luxury present? Is it a team leader that can use everything that you have to build? There's no right or wrong answer, but you guys have to think about what that process looks like. So here's the thing. I don't care what AI system that you guys use right now. It is fully irrelevant for me, but this is where everything begins, where we have to identify and validate the core problem your audience faces. So there's no more assumption. The markets will tell you exactly what is going on. So I'm going to stop sharing that screen here for a second. And I'm going to come back to that in one moment here. And let me share my other screen. So this is step 1, right? I give you guys the 5 steps, but this is step 1, is that we are going to take this prompt, and I'm going to put this into the chat right now for us. And this one prompt is going to help set everything up. And so this was my prompt that I used. Don't copy and paste. You're going to end up with the same thing that I'm doing here. And the goal is for all of you guys to have something that targets your particular audience at the end of the day. But this is your first prompt in building this out, is that I want to act like a world-class researcher who is meticulously checks their work. And I want to list the top 5 urgent and painful problems faced by real estate agents with supporting evidence from Reddit, Amazon, Facebook, and other real resources. For each problem, show me the exact language that people use to describe the pain where they're already trying to solve it and what existing solutions are failing them right now. Right? So that was the first thing that I put in here. And then here's the thing, I could use any of these, right? But now it gave me the top 5 biggest things that agents are using. And maybe you guys want to be more local, right? Maybe Mashawn is like, I want the top 5 problems that agents in Pearland, agents in Galveston are running into, in Houston, Texas. Right? Like, because every market is hyper local at this point in time. So this is where we take a little bit more side on the front side to really dig into this. So that is the first prompt. copy that prompt, make a few adjustments and tweaks, right? And put it into ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Perplexity, any of the other ones that are out here right now. And you should get something similar to this, right? The number one was paid leads are garbage and don't convert. For instance, Zillow, Realtor.com, KV Core, right? Agents are spending $1,000+ a month with negative ROI, watching portals siphon their own listings to a competitor, Premier Agents at this point in time, right? And then it gave me the exact language that's being used on all of these chat boxes, etc. Number two, brutally inconsistent, unpredictable income, the feast or famine model, right? That is where our group adds a lot of value, right? If I can start adding 2 to 6 registered buyer leads a day for agents, 80 to 100 leads coming in on a daily basis, guys, that means that we're probably making contact with 30 to 40% of those, right? So let's call it 25 people that we're actually communicating with. And now we start converting that into, okay, how many of those, when we know the buyer avatar that we're looking for, right? Now we can start asking very detailed questions and we start getting higher conversion ratios and stuff at this point in time. So this is where I'm seeing agents across the country adding an extra deal to 2 deals a month to their pipeline, and their pipeline is building extremely quickly. Right? Number three, there was a lot of chatter about the NAR settlement, chaos, buyer's agreements, commissions, etc. On this. The fourth one that they came up with was drowning in admin, transactions, paperwork, overlapping tech stacks. And then number 5 was burnout, no boundaries, and emotional toll with flaky clients, right? Show of hands, like anybody run into any 5 of those problems and stuff there yourself, right? Put in the chat box, raise your hand, right? Like I can only see 6 people, but I think 5 of them raised their hand. Jared just doesn't want to participate today, but that's cool. Oh, now you do because you got called out. But no, I'm just joking, right? But here's the thing, right? Like all of you guys have experienced this because this is what other agents are saying and stuff out there, right? So that was the first step, right? Is what we wanted to do on that side of things. So then this was my second prompt and stuff that I put in here. Based on Zillow sucks, like this is bullshit. I'm thinking of dropping them. Suggest 5 lead magnet ideas that would fall over themselves to download. These should be rich in value. My target customer would pay $50 to $100 for them and rank them by the fastest that they build. So what we do is we take the problems that it set out, which one resonates the most with you, right? Like these are 5 different funnels that I could build out in a matter just like this. Which one appeals most to you at the end of the day? And this is where, so now I'm going to post the second prompt in here for you guys, right? Based on the problem and these customer quotes, right? Problem number 1, plus the quote, suggest 5 lead magnet ideas my target agent would fall over, right? So literally, I just took this prompt and I put it in here. And so that leads us to the next one, right? And it's going to walk us through this entire process. So I want you guys to stay with me because now it's going to start building out our actual system, our actual funnel here at the end of the day. And so now 5 lead magnet ideas built off of Zillow sucks. I'm thinking about dropping them, right? And the first one is the Zillow replacement playbook, the 90-day pipeline from scratch to tracker, the database goldmine audit, the buyer rep agreement, the anti-Zillow marketing toolkit, right? Again, I could have picked any of these at this point in time. I decided, then I put it all into a chart, and I'm using Perplexity here. So if mine looks a little bit different, right, just kind of keep that in mind. But I was using this, and based on the composite score, I was either going to do number 1 or 2. And basically, I thought that the database goldmine audit was just a little bit sexier. It didn't cost anything because I could use Canva Pro, which I have for free, right? And I could get this up and running very quickly. So I decided to go like it actually even gave me recommendations, right? Launch number 1, the Goldmine audit. It's the fastest dopamine hit for a frustrated agent, and it doubles as a recruiting wedge, right? Come to our group. Here's how we get agents $50,000 out of their phone in 30 days in commissions, right? So that's the one that I chose at this point in time. So now step 3 in this was we have to write the hook. So this is where we've completed, now give me 3 benefits, write a 1-sentence hook for the launch, right? So I went ahead and did number 1, but write a 1-sentence hook for the lead magnet title. And I just put this in the chat box, right? And I put which one I actually picked for the Goldmine audit. It must call out my target agent specifically by name or situation, name the problem in their language using customer quotes from prompt 1, promise a specific outcome, right? And give me 10 variations that mark which one is the strongest and explain why. Right? And so now it starts getting into this, right? Spot your hidden A-list, steal this, replace $1,500 a month, right? Now I ask it to write a copy, a 1-page, right? Now draft a copy for 1-page website with the headline, the bullets, and the call to action that agents can't ignore. Let me know if you need any access to my Canva Pro. And this is why I use Perplexity, because it can actually log into my Canva Pro and build all of this shit out. I know that Claude is actually doing a lot of that now too. And I believe Chat GPT also has a GPT agent, and Gemini has gems and stuff like that. So again, I don't really care what platform you're on, but this is what I built out, and I built mine out on Perplexity and stuff here. And so now we get down to our 1-page copy, the database Goldmine audit. It has the headline. There is $50,000 in hidden commissions sitting in your phone right now. In 30 minutes, we'll show you exactly how to pull it all out before the end of the month. Right? Here's the 3 benefits that I asked for. What's inside? This is the actual white paper and stuff that they're going to get at this point in time. And here's the call to action. Get the audit, find the money, and fire Zillow. Right? 1, 2, 3. So now we're on 4. And about Canva Pro. Yes, I want to turn it into this. And so this is step 4 that I'm going to put in the prompts for you. Is write 3 benefit-driven bullet points for this lead magnet. So I kind of I read through that, but this is where all of that came for, is I just kept adding these prompts and getting it to be more and more correct. Guys, keep in mind, I've never built a website. I've never designed a website. I have not ever done any of that. And my first time building all of this out by using the right prompts took me about an hour and a half from start to finish. So then, we come down to the 1-page funnel at the end of the day. And this is where you get that entire piece that I just basically all of the rules and stuff that you get here. So that is the fifth and final prompt that I put in here. Now, I went back and I was like, build me a visually stunning one-page site for the database Goldmine audit. Follow the design style for the real estate site generated with the highest traffic. Use this copy, right? The pre-headline for Houston real estate agents bleeding, blah, 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 blah. And then it drafted the entire code that I needed to build out this website. That is what AI can do for you. Then, if you come over, right, I used Lovable. Lovable is free. And I basically took that entire context and copy and pasted right into here to create the Goldmine audit. There's $50,000 in hidden commissions sitting inside of your phone right now. In the next 30 minutes, the Goldmine, the database Goldmine audit shows you exactly where it is, how to do it, right? These are the 3 bullet points that it called out, right? These are the things, right? When you reach out to this, this is exactly what you're going to get. The 5-question contact filter that surfaces buyers in under 60 seconds, right? Boom, boom, boom. All you have to do is submit your information and stuff right here, and that's it. And so what I would love for you guys to do actually is, because now that was the easiest part, then we have to basically connect that to a CRM. That was a little challenging, like figuring out the right APIs and stuff like that. But Kathy, thank you so much, Kathy, right? I did the first part, and then Kathy helped tie all of it together, right? Kathy is my operator, right? Like I have these visions like, oh my God, I want to do this, this, this. This is where like I needed a Kathy to help me kind of tweak everything. But here's the thing. Now that Kathy and I have done it, we can help expedite this process for you, which is why, right? Like I think that you guys could literally build those prompts out one after another after another. But give me a little bit of grace here, right? I posted the Goldmine audit, that actual website, in the chat box. I want to see you guys go through the process, because now we have connected it to our Go High level, right? I'm assuming at this point that you guys will get, so what I'm hoping for, let me pull up the actual Goldmine audit here. So what my hope is now is that when you guys sign up for that, you guys will come in to our ecosystem here. And like, this is where with Canva Pro, I actually gave it my branding template, what I wanted it to look like, etc. Right? And here it is, right? So when you do this, you guys should get an email. It's probably going to go to your spam at that point in time because it's a new website and link. It may not, but if you don't see it like pop up in your inbox, please go check your spam and then give me some feedback and stuff on what it looks like, right? Because at first the HTML wasn't translating, so it looked like a bunch of code and stuff that was going over, right? But here's the 11-minute ABC scoring sheet for agents, right? Just for them signing up. Now I'm going to give them what they asked for at this point in time. And it's going to teach them how to score this. So for each contact, here's the first part, right? Like, don't overcomplicate this. Ask these 4 questions and give a score 1 point for each yes. And just start at the A's and start going down, right? Like and so that's going to help them identify somebody that got 4 points, you know, is going to be the gold mine, right? Somebody that scored 2 to 3 is the warm points, right? And somebody that didn't score any, just remove them all together. And then it's going to keep going down there, right? Opening contacts, just going through, scoring that. I have literally scripts for text messages, for voicemails, for direct messages, for emails, however they want to reach out to those people, and a template of a 7-day schedule to re-engage with all of those people. Here's the thing, agents get scared to death of actually using their phone and calling people that they know, like, and trust. And I think that's criminal, because those are the people that actually are willing to do business for you. So if Kathy and I set this up correctly, and Kathy is probably crossing her fingers with me here, we've tested it a couple of times, but not with a group of people and stuff like this. So this will be the first like major stress test at this point in time on that particular system with that. Oh, and Kathy says she can see the names of the people who submitted the form. So that is a great first step. So thank you guys, because you guys are helping us test this, right? And then when you guys run into questions, you can reach out to Kathy and I, and we can help troubleshoot, because it's taken us about 2 weeks to get it from website built to connected and automated at this point in time. The website was probably the easiest part, but now if I can help expedite the rest of the path, and you guys are all targeting different areas and issues, like this is where I want you guys to build the groups and teams and stuff like that. And so what we're doing is, this is kind of the initial value. Then we've built out a 14-day drip campaign that's like, hey, this script is working really well. This is doing this. This is doing this. And then in about 7 to 10 days, they're going to get an email that's like, hey, Jared, if you thought that shit was cool, you should check out this funnel pilot program. It is generating 2 to 6 registered buyer leads a day. It was put together by the #2 Coldwell Banker agent in the world. And technology and AI has helped him be able to scale this. He is testing this right now. We're doing a live call this Thursday. Because they're just testing it, there's no setup fee or referral fee. Does it interest you? Let me know and I'll get you registered. So we've added value. We've connected with them on social media. We've done this, we've done that. What are they getting from where they're at right now? So whether you're building to grow a group, a team, an organization, or anything else, people have to realize, like, why are they going to follow you into battle, right? Like, why are you, and it might just be the production that you've done alone. It might be your luxury resources. It might be this, right? I was targeting, I knew that I wanted to drive people in that weren't doing enough business, because I see how much business we're doing with Funnel Pilot. That is where I wanted a precursor to get people coming in to be able to turn around and do something like that, where I don't have to onboard them. I don't have to build out their systems. I have those partnerships in place for us to help other people do that. But whether you're an REO team, whether you're this, whether you're that, right? Like, you could build one out saying, look, I'm looking for more REO listing agents, people that want to learn this field and get into it, right? This is what we're predicting with the market is coming up, right? Like, there's all of these different targets, and there's none of you guys that should have the same problem and solution building this out together. And there's not one agent that's going to do the same thing at that point in time. Again, I used Lovable, but it gave me multiple different options and stuff for different websites to do that. And then again, like, we're connecting right now to Go High Level at this point in time, but I think it would also be very easy to to capture that information, or have it go into a Google form, and then you could take it to KV Core or Lofty or anything like that. Here's the thing, guys, we're all trying to figure this shit out right now on our own. And so part of this is going to be you testing it, right? It may not come out perfect the first time, and that's okay. This is why you're going to get better results, is by you testing this and putting things out there at the end of the day. So kind of as a recap, right? You came in 45 minutes ago, or 42 minutes ago at this point in time, with nothing. And so if you followed those prompts, you should be really close to leaving with some sort of an actual funnel once you copy that code and paste it into Lovable. Like that was the goal of today's call. And I know I was fast because again, it was a lot that I had to condense into it. But I also wanted to show you like what a fully built out one looks like, which was right alongside you. So hopefully you have that. Two, like I hope you found, the pain in your customer's own words, that you picked a $50 to $100 value target for a lead magnet, right? You wrote a hook that would stop people from scrolling, added 3 bullet points of why they should continue and give you their information, create this full landing page to be able to deploy into Lovable. And then the next step is going to be you guys connecting and putting that into some sort of a database. All of that is going to create the scalability. Now, here's the other part. You guys can do this same thing. That's what Funnel Pilot is doing for lead generation. You guys can build this same process out for specific areas of real estate, targets of real estate to do more business. This is a process that you can wash, rinse, repeat over and over again. Now that I have that, right? Like I could have somebody, jump into a Facebook group and say, man, look, I was kind of struggling, but I just did this free gold mine audit, right? And literally it helped me identify 5 or 6 people in the first such and such days. Like if you want it, it's free, it's no charge. A mentor of mine gave it to me. Like here's the link for it, right? And now you have different sorts of leads. So now we're having different conversations and stuff with people at this point in time, was kind of the diversity of that. But I also want to leave you guys with something else, that there are mistakes to avoid, right? Do not target everyone, right? Instead, create different funnels for specific problems and specific agents. That's the first one. The second one to avoid is skipping the exact customer quotes from prompt 1, right? They will tell you exactly what they are looking for. Number 3 to avoid is writing your own headline before running prompt number 3. The fourth thing I want you guys to avoid is tweaking the page for 3 weeks before publishing it. And the last thing I want you guys to avoid is launching without the follow-up sequence, right? Because you don't want to put this out there. This is why I'm testing with you guys on the follow-up sequence, and I'll keep refining that, and then we'll kind of publish. But you got to think, I've been going from 0 experience to kind of building this out, and it might have taken us 3 weeks. You guys could expedite this, especially if you guys lean into Kathy and myself. I think that you guys could literally have this done start to finish in a week, because Kathy and I have learned a lot of these problems and stuff already. So now that you guys don't have to. Cecilia, I'm glad that you enjoyed this. This was what Cecilia said, that this is missing for her, and she was able to come up with this, but now she can tie it all together. So that is wonderful, and congratulations on that. Now, I'm no pro, but I have Kathy, I have myself here. Do you have the workflow that you can share? Kathy Ryan, explain to me a little bit more about what you mean about the workflow.
Well, after somebody goes in and puts their information in, how do you follow up with them?
Oh, that's it. Okay, gotcha. So this is where, like, it's already created the problem, the solution, etc. You already have it in that same chat box of whatever platform that you're using. Ask it to give you, like, to build out a 10-day follow-up campaign. Like, and then tweak it. Say, oh, I like this. I don't like this. I like this. I don't like this. Could we tweak this? So use the system that just built out your entire campaign, because it's identified all of these things and it knows the pain points for your clients. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
So just go back and keep asking it more questions,
Okay,
right? That is not the time to stop and be like, okay, let me make this shit up now. Unless you're a pro at building out workflow and follow-up sequences.
I'm not.
Right. So go back and ask it because my sequence was built around that particular problem. So
Okay.
that sequence is going to be different. But I can tell you, my sequence, I did give it some prompts like build out this sequence. The first step is I want to deliver the item of value that they requested. Then I want to connect with them on social media. Right. And so now, like, they'll get into my system and be like, hey, I'm trying to connect with everybody. Here's all of my handles. If you're on any of these, like, let's make sure that we stay connected. And then it comes back with some scripting like, hey, this worked really well. Have you implemented this? And then it leads back to the funnel pilot program, probably 10 to 12 days afterwards. So that was that sequence and stuff that I created. So
Great. Thanks.
Absolutely. Rosario, what CRM do I recommend? Whichever one that you're going to use. Like, I know a lot of you guys are at EXP and you're using Lofty or Funnel Pilot. Like, you don't need to, if you've never done this before, just use the free one at this point in time. But like worst case scenario, you could have a follow-up sequence and just have it go into Google Docs. I don't recommend this, but if you just needed to get started, you could do it manually, right? Like, I don't know what the lead flow is going to be and how automated it's going to be. I took a little bit of time to figure it out on Go High Level, but we could have had this probably up and running in a week by having it go into a Google Sheet and just collecting the information and going and building it out in CRM Grow or one of the ones that we already use. So whichever one that you're going to use, like if you don't have any experience using any of them, the free one, like that's it. You can build out these flows and campaigns and then just take it, copy and paste it, copy and paste it, have it do visuals, keep asking it more questions and stuff like that. And this is where you can say, hey, look, I have access to bold trails. Can you give me the templates to like, how can I build this out in bold trails? And it's going to give you step-by-step instructions on how to build it out in bold trails. Depending on which CRM you have or what AI app that you have, you maybe have it to, be able to have it build it out for you as well. James Brown, I see your hand raised, man. What's going on?
Yes, sir. I might have missed this if you said, are you running ads, Facebook ads or Google ads or something to get people to the site or the funnel or what?
So right now, literally, I'm still in testing phases, which is why I put the link in there for you guys to test and stuff at this point. But what my idea is to be able to go into different Facebook groups and stuff like that, right? I know we're doing a lot with Funnel Pilot and other people are catching on because what we're doing is working really well. So we're seeing similar type posts. And so that will start to get watered down. So the reason I wanted to create this was different value propositions. How else could we help people out and then build rapport and relationship and then come back next? For all of you guys that have been using that to grow your groups and stuff like that, right? Like, what if you could go back and be like, man, Amanda, I know that we were talking about, Funnel Pilot and wasn't a good fit for you right now, but, my mentor and I just created this Goldmine audit and it helps you identify $50,000 in commissions in the first 30 days. Like, that's just sitting in your phone. Like, would that help you? Like, you don't need to pay me for it or anything else. Like, he just shared it with me and I thought it would be useful for you. Like, now you have a reason to reach back out to all of those people because I feel like the brokerage model is broken, right? Like, most brokerages are not helping people increase production, decrease costs, build wealth, do any of this stuff. So this is where we step up, right? Like, this is where we can add value to the real estate community at the end of the day. Again, to make it a disservice for them not to partner with us. Now, if your broker is there and they're building all of this stuff out with you and helping you generate more leads and get you into the REO space, like, you don't need it, but you have my blessing, right? I just have not seen it there because as a group, we evaluate a lot of other companies and we just haven't found a more collaborative approach that we can help each other by kind of merging all of these resources and stuff together. But to answer your question, James, I do think that you can run ads and stuff for this. And I think that's the next iteration and stuff of that. And my gut feeling would be that the ads would probably be pretty cost effective.
Yeah, especially Facebook, but yeah, might as well do free in groups if we can.
And here's the other part, right? ChatGPT just started running ads. Right? Like people are using ChatGPT versus Google and stuff now. Like I think there's an opportunity to kind of do something like that there. But again, it's like everybody's just trying to figure it out and how do we capitalize on this? And you know, this has been very useful for kind of what we built in a very quick period of time, which is what I wanted to share with you guys. Anybody else got anything for today? All right. Well, that's all I got. I hope that added some value. This recording will be on our YouTube page, and then we'll post it in our WhatsApp groups for all of the agents that are in our group. You can reach out to, you know, Kathy or myself if for some reason that you don't have it. But man, yes, thank you for the feedback and stuff there. Thrilled that you guys got something out of it. Go and use it. Right? It's about progress, not perfection, guys. Go out there, break it, mess it up, learn from it, move on. Like that's what will, all of this will help you start to work in this AI space even further. So big shout out to Kathy, Kathy for helping me put all of this stuff together and work through all of these, you know, learning curves and stuff with us. But this is why we're here, is to expedite your guys' learning curve at the end of the day. So hopefully you guys got something out of it. Hopefully you guys go out there and implement it. And if you need anything, reach out to Kathy and I will talk to you soon. Have a great day, guys.